Well, hello, Internet, and welcome back once again to all you fine folks out there on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, then welcome aboard once again, or welcome once aboard. Welcome once. Whoop, blooper reel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome aboard the 2018 Road Glide Ultra. I am Harley Dayrider, your good old friend HDR. And I am out here cruising the back roads of America, bringing you some moto vlogs of some of my thoughts, wisdom, and sometimes even charm. Charm. Oh, Lord. So I just took a ride across country to meet up with my old buddy Henry. And he said, hey, I'm going to be at the bullpen down at this little bar. I rode through the bullpen, and I should have filmed it, so I have proof. His bike was nowhere to be found. So I'm guessing he probably curled up on the couch with the air conditioner and fell asleep is what he did. That's all right. I was just going to stop down, see him, you know, maybe have a Pepsi Cola or something with him, and visit for a little bit. I always know you're in America, huh? When you see people at the shooting range scoping in their guns. Well, this is October's coming soon, so I guess hunting season's right around the corner. So I'm sure they're getting ready for that. I did try calling him a little bit ago to see where he was at, but I didn't get no answer. That should have been a sign. So, what I wanted to talk to you about today was something that I've been going through. And, I mean, something I'm very, very proud of, the way life transpires and life happens. But I wanted to get your views on if you've ever did anything like this. So I was working for a research firm. I was there for a year and a half. You know, good salary. Vacation time was only 2 weeks a year, which is not that great. The benefits really were kind of non-existent or very expensive. So we were on Mrs. HDR's insurance benefits. But I worked, like I said, for a year now. I loved everybody there. It's a great organization, good people, family owned, family ran. The gentleman that owns it actually works there every day, probably harder than any of his employees does. But I had another job offer. So myself and Mrs. HDR sat down, we crunched the numbers. And the new job offer was going to give me 4 weeks of vacation, which is good for our motorcycle trips. Benefits was 0 deductibles, which I thought, well, that's golden. But I had to take a massive pay cut. So, you know, from what I was making, I took a pay cut. All right. I'm not going to hold that out or change that. Even, I told my mother recently, she goes, you did what? That's pretty dumb. But we do things for different reasons, right? So I called my counselor. One of my counselors is Bodine 52. My first counselor is Mrs. HDR. Mrs. HDR will support anything I want to do, any move I want to make in life. It could be just a slide to the left. It could be a slide right down the hill. But she's going to be like, you know what, HDR? I'll be there for you. I'll stay married to you. I mean, we'll do whatever you think is a good move. Could be a lateral, could be a reduction, whatever. But we were looking at the insurance, and the insurance was amazing, right? No deductibles. So, all right. So we'll do that. So I accepted the offer. I left the marketing research firm. So after talking to Bodine 52, Mrs. HCR, and Henry's also one of my counselors, helps me through a lot of stuff. It's great having people in your corner whenever, sometimes Mrs. HR will have a thought. Like I said, she always supports me, but I'll call Bodine 52 and confirm those thoughts, and he's on par with Mrs. HCR, and I don't know if they talk or not. Maybe they do. So anyway, I was at the new job for 3 months when a much better position came along. I'm not at liberty to tell you what that position is right now. I'm not going to tell you anything about what I am doing currently. You'll find out, though. Eventually, you will find out. But after 3 months being at the job, I thought, well, sometimes in life opportunities only come along once, right? If they come knocking on your door and you don't answer it, you're going to sit back and wonder the next 2 years why you didn't answer it and what might have been. So I said, I'm not going to do that. Sat down with Mrs. HR again after the offer came through. We sat down, scoped out everything, pulled out our finances, looked at everything, looked at the benefits of the new position, looked at the growth potential it is for me as a person, as a technologist, and I thought that growth is there, the potential's there, and she said, you know what, you can't not do it, is what she told me. You can't not do it. So I lost a lot of sleep. I tossed and turned at nights. Took a few extra belts of whiskey to try to get my mind straight. Rode the motorcycle a lot. Went fishing a lot to try to clear my head. And again, called Bodine. Went out to lunch with Henry. Had a long talk with Henry. Everybody's in the same boat, as well as my kids. They said, you can't not do this. So I did it. So after 3 months, I left the position and I took the new position. Now, it was the company that I was with, which was a school, but they hired me to be, and even the superintendent said I probably won't like it, but hold on, let me negotiate this up here and see what's coming. I know where I'm going. I got a plan. So they hired me to be their director of transportation. So now I'm a technologist of 25 years. I've been doing technology work, network administration, server administration, cybersecurity. I've done all that, right? 25 years worth. And now I'm in charge of school buses. Now, could I do the job? Miss HR said, look, you're going to learn. You'll learn whatever's thrown in front of you, and you're going to do a really good job at it. And I was accepting that as a position. But the opportunity came along to get back into technology, in a great way. And so I accepted the position. But I want to give a shout out to Mrs. HCR, Bodine 52, and Enrique, Henry, and say, you know what, I love the three of you guys so much for putting things and putting my life in perspective, as well as my kids. Thanks to them for saying, hey, look, you're going to do this. You're going to do a really good job at it. So I appreciate that very, very deeply. For people to believe in me in that realm, that much belief. So, but my question is to you: have you ever done that? Have you ever taken a lateral move? Have you ever taken maybe a pay cut for more vacation time? Have you ever accepted one position, it lasted maybe a couple weeks, and then you took another position because it was timing and something better came along? And I hope that a lot of you out there, and I pretty much raised my kids this way. Don't get so comfortable in a job, and maybe you will. My dad did. My dad was comfortable in a factory for 18 years. I just told Henry this the other day. 18 years my dad was in a factory. The plant went into bankruptcy. The plant closed down. What they did was they all had they all had their retirement in the company. Well, the company now is not worth anything. My dad was getting $50, $50 a month as a pension. I know, because I cashed a lot of his checks when he got sick. I cashed them for him and put them in his bank account. $50 after 18 years. So don't get so complacent with the job where you're just like, oh, I love it, I'm going to stay there. Now I am. I'm more of a career goal now. You know, I got my next 5 to 7 years laid out in front of me, and you know, I'm closer to retirement than most of the younger people out there. But yeah, I'm getting older. That's the way it is. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you've ever done that. You know, and do you feel that you have people in your corner? Do you have a good support system that's going to help you and help you make decisions in your life? We can't make these big life decisions by ourselves. And thank God for Miss HCR especially for always supporting me and always putting it out there, saying, hey, you know, I'll love you whatever choice you make, because that's huge in life. Some wives will be like, nope, you got to make it $500,000. If you're not, I'm going to divorce your ass. And she's not that way. So, all right, thanks for listening to me ramble on. Hopefully this vlog came out okay. You're watching it, so that means I posted it. Remember, Roger Ride. Be safe out there. I will talk to everybody next time. Harley Day Rider will be down and out in the beautiful southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now. Corn, sweet corn. I love corn on the cob. Miss HDR does not. I do. Good stuff.